Okay, so we had the Swiss CPI release this morning, 5th of March at 9:30 South African time. So the release came out at 0.6 green. So that is greater than the forecasted price. So therefore it would push price down. However, that is actually bad for the economy. So in theory, we're looking for a spike down before price then weakens the Swiss franc to weaken. So if we look at Euro USD Swiss franc, on the weekly, we've got a lovely bullish engulfing for price to go up. However, we have now pushed all the way down to this key level. If I go down to the 4-hour, so on the 4-hour, we've got a descending channel for price to break out upwards. We at extension level, the minus 61, as well as a key level at 0.88750. So our expectations for price to break out upwards. We've taken an entry at that key level. So how we interpret that is the release came in green, so which pushed price down from this previous bullish engulfing. We had a nothing candle, so we had pushed price down, which was that green release. But in theory, it is bad for Swiss franc, which means it's on the right hand side, so that would go up. So let's see where price goes. Okay, so yesterday we looked at USD Swiss franc. With the Swiss franc release, we had the CPI coming in at 0.6%. That was green. We did, however, come down for entry. I did get an entry at the key level, except that closed really bearish. So the retrace of that price came back. I got out at break even, and of course, price continued up without me. So we'll see this morning. Expectation stays the same, except this morning we have a Swiss franc unemployment rate now at 8:45 South African time in 1 minute and 40 seconds. So our expectation is for this to come out red, which in theory will push this pair up again. Let's see if we come down for an entry opportunity. If so, we might get involved. If not, then unfortunately we would have missed the entry. So yeah, let's see how that plays out. Yeah, so yesterday we're looking at Swiss franc unemployment. Their rate remained the same at 2.7. So we were looking for USD Swiss franc to go up. Unfortunately, this pair continued down. If we look, I did have an alert at the key level, but by the time the alert went off, that looked like a bearish engulfing. It was about 30 minutes before the 4-hour close. So in 30 minutes, just using the timing, there was no way that was going to close as a reversal. So I'll let the 4-hour close as a bearish engulfing, suggest price to come down. So we were at target area, we had a pattern, everything was saying to go up. If I remember, the daily was also a hammer candle, to go up, except this 4-hour was a bearish engulfing. So I left it alone and decided that the dollar index was still bearish. I did expect this to close. It looks like it's going to close. We're pretty close now. So that's USD Swiss franc. It also just shows basically an indication that there are two currencies. Yes, we're looking at Swiss franc. There were other Swiss franc pairs that did react accordingly. Unfortunately, there were no real entry opportunities for me. So I thought this one could have been an entry. For us. Expectation was all down here, but with this bearish engulfing, suggesting then price to go down, because we did have a previous one was a bullish engulfing. But luckily we held off, closes bearish, and it continued down. So that would have been, we would currently be in a loss. So if we had got in the key level, would be a loss of 110 pips. So it's kind of like just, rather be safe than sorry, especially when you're dealing with what we know as an engulfing candle. We know that price likes to continue down after that bearish engulfing. So yes, it's one that didn't play out the way we expected to, but also using our confirmations as to when not to get in can also save us money as well. So yeah, that was USD Swiss franc. Hi guys, I'm Connor, a full-time trader. If you're interested in trading like me, visit the website below or click on the link in description.